It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Fresh off of hiatus from making intros. Back to school and these niggas primrose. Copying me Kinkos. Money stretching, it's athleisure. Did it with no gym clothes. My ambition indigenous. Live within me. It's simple, boy, I been that nigga. My mouth full of strings, I go Jimi Hendrix. I'm in a lane by myself and I'm pushing city limits. But 20 years in development without any gimmicks. Get Southern fried was my destiny. Watch me get this chicken miles away from heartache. Hardly away from home. Hardest rap out the city. Harpoons aimed at the throne. Fuck about my peripheral, flow is visceral, physical specimen. Y'all full of estrogen, a bitch or two, I did it first. Used to send a verse, keep whatever works. Features never dropped, I should've sent the hurts. Nobody compares, not even the man in the mirror. Used to be better till I put this rap shit to the rear. Y'all be the third string, I'm first team. Come from a city home and serve fiends with burnt dreams. Right like the Bernstein Bears, saw the man in the martyr. Play I daily depart him. Pray I remain an exemplary father. Harder to sting on my dean, raw denim jeans. Youth in my jeans, keeping out the city, gun in my bag. By any means, Malcolm. I was taught to stay ready for every outcome. These niggas poke their chest into the pound thump. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing good out there. In this video, we're going to be getting into Glasses Malone and his response to the weird narratives that are going around floating about this whole aftermath of Kendrick versus Drake. Yeah, we're still talking about it, all right? So, of course, y'all know we just talked about Jim Jones and his perception of Drake not being outside, not giving the vibes, and basically Kendrick Lamar, although beating him in the battle and getting the best of him, he feels like the game has been impacted negatively since Kendrick, I guess, became the champion, right? Because he's not going to give you those club-centric records, right? He's going to give you bangers, but he's not one of those artists that just aims for the club, who just aims to make music for the function and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He going to give you stuff that you can bop to, but he's a lyricist. He's always going to give you something that's, hip-hop. He's not the hip-hop nigga. And a lot of people that love Drake, that enjoy Drake, that benefited from what Drake brought into the game, whether directly or indirectly. And we see a lot of people from New York that are basically treating Drake like an honorary New Yorker. Same way they used to do J. Cole till he folded. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to claim J. Cole no more. But that's how they doing it, right? Now they acting like the Canadian is from fucking the Bronx or some shit. Why? I don't know. But I guess whenever he comes to town, he turns up at the strip club. He brings parties. He brings festivity. And it's a bunch of niggas that's in their 40s and 50s that really love to come see what Drake is going to do when he comes to town, because they know that they bring the girls out. How old the girls are doesn't matter to them. But anyway, we've been hearing this for a while, right? We heard this from Esso and Heineken on Bag Fuel. We've heard this from Jim Jones. We've heard this from people like Maul. It's just a strange narrative that they're holding on to basically try to give Drake an out, to be like, well, look at what y'all have done. Even a DJ that don't spin. Look what y'all have done to hip hop. Y'all championed Kendrick. He won the battle. But now the industry is suffering because Drake is not as impactful as he once was. Drake is taking time off, which, newsflash, once again, nigga been dropping the whole time. From 100 gigs to him trying to do 100 gigs again and UMG stepping on it, to the fucking album with PND, to a whole Iceman rollout. Did y'all forget about the live streams? That nigga played damn near 2 songs minimum in each episode. Y'all wasn't feeling that? What did I miss? So they have this narrative that he's been taking time off. He ain't been outside. He seems to be ever present as ever, but maybe I'm the one tripping, right? So now we have Glasses Malone coming out on his podcast, basically responding to the narratives and giving people some clarity, specifically from a West Coast vantage point. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up his video and let's see what Glasses has to say specifically about this topic. All right, so this post here says, Glasses Malone says the quiet part out loud. On the lunch hour, Glasses Malone and Trap Bradshaw break down the industry narrative being pushed that Drake isn't outside, quote unquote, or quote unquote, not giving vibes because Kendrick Lamar somehow ruined hip hop. From the DJ that don't spin, SO and Heineken, from Bag Fuel to Drake fans to the recent Jim Jones sit down with Conway the Machine, the same narrative keeps being regurgitated as reality. Meanwhile, the facts say otherwise. Drake has released 48 to 50 songs since the battle. Niggas don't drop that in fucking 5 years. A lot of people. He's returned to chart success and continues to post substantial sales and streaming numbers. Glasses argues Drake didn't lose relevance, but he lost cultural cool points. And the refusal to admit that, mixed with deep-rooted resentment toward the West Coast, is what's really driving this campaign. So why do Drake's industry comrades and fans act like he hasn't been active, and why do other people's opinions suddenly stop them from vibing to Drake vibes? Is Glasses Malone on point, or is hip-hop lying to itself once again? So let's go ahead and hear straight from Glasses.
Like, that was your vibe, that was setting your mood? Jim, like, that's setting your mood? Like, you was at the gym and it was coming on, you was like, let me just really get to this iron. You was at the Damu functions, and they was like, man, what did I miss? And that was coming on. Like, where was you at where this was happening? It got to be the hookah lounge. I would imagine Drake's music is like great at the hookah lounge, Target, the elevator. He do got some shit that, you know, you be in a club and play, but he didn't have a whole set. He didn't have no whole set in the South. He ain't had no whole set on the East. He had no whole set in the West. He ain't had no whole set in the Midwest.
Now, I ain't gonna hold you.
I gotta disagree with that. I gotta disagree. All right. As a nigga in the South, he's been riding the South wave since really 2019, 2020. He been on the South wave the entire time, ever since signing a Young Money, if we're gonna be all the way specific. If you listen to the way he rapped on Room for Improvement and Comeback Season, and then you listen to the way he rapped with Wayne on Ransom, there was a quick change. He kind of jumped into Wayne cadence. That's South. But not to mention fucking his most successful, his most critically acclaimed project, which would be, some may say Take Care, but really is, if you're reading this, is Too Late, was directly poached from the South. Running Through the Six with My Woes was poached from the South, poached from Atlanta. All the people's favorite songs from that project are Atlanta vibes. What a Time to Be Alive with Future, right? That whole project, Jumpman, 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 all that shit is Atlanta music. That stuff kept him very present in the South as a nigga who, you know, hit the club a few times during Drake's reign of like 2010 to 2015. I ain't gonna act like that nigga wasn't right there. You know what I'm saying? Especially once he got with Future, got with the Migos. That was the music that was carrying. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that he don't got no set that's ringing off in the South. That's false. But I'm gonna let him get further into his points. And y'all know my job is to be objective.
I was in this Mexican restaurant one time.
Not to mention 2023, Her Loss with 21 Savage. You know what I mean? All the shit with Yachty. That's directly pandering to the South.
Little chick behind the bar had like a straight Drake playlist. I was in there for about an hour and a half. She was playing nothing but Drake. I said, yo, where's this music coming from? Oh, this is my playlist. I said, man, the vibe was off. Dude. It wasn't.
I'm saying, look, again, like,
that's
I'm very biased. I'm very biased, but I'm also very honest. and I'm not worried about preserving my relationship with nobody. When the fuck is like it's 50 records from the battle to now. 50 records, damn near a record a week from the battle to now, right? Is a bunch of content. What did this nigga do so bad that you feel like you can't listen to those 50 records?
Because they're not hot.
You should be happy if you.
The songs ain't hot. That's the part that they don't want to talk about, right? And because the songs ain't hot, they want to act like they never came out. And that's the part where you get these people going on these podcasts and doing content on TikTok and trying to make it seem like this nigga done hid out in a bunker. He's the most visible bunker hideout nigga I've ever seen in my life, if that's the case. Because the nigga been sourcing material, trying to find something to work since the battle ended.
You're a Drake fan. You got 50 records, bro. Why are you tripping?
I think it could be. What you say?
They not popping.
Is he mad that the records are? They were successful. A couple of them went number 2. Like he had some successful shit. The fucking album is platinum. What the fuck is the problem? Like nigga, he's winning and all that. And here we comes to the point, Trap. You know what the point is about. You can't make Cuz cool no more, Jimmy. I ain't gonna even lie to you, Crip.
That's it, man.
I ain't gonna even lie to you, Jimmy. Nothing you doing, Cuz, is ever gonna make him cool, fool. Because he was never cool in the first place, Cuz, in the space, bro. Niggas just respected his ability, but he was never cool. You can't make Cuz cool no more, nigga. And you can't convince us that we lost something cool.
That part.
We didn't lose nothing. Cuz it's 50 fucking records. The hell you talking about?
Right.
Let me go back to my fucking notes again. I got my fucking notes.
You listen to any of them 50 records?
I heard all 50 of them bitches.
Okay. He was bumping no kid. He was bumping that no kid.
I heard all 50 of them bitches.
Who's calling my phone?
I listened because this nigga is a premier record maker, but I'm like, okay, to me they sound like all the Drake records. I didn't hear nothing no different. Like they were executed well, cool. I never got into him because I'm not into the brand of him. So when it's a great song, I'ma jam it. Money in the Grave, I fucked with that. Nonstop, cool. Nigga, he never was cool. I never listened to him for social currency. If you think I'm dope because I listen to Drake, you're not dope. You get what I'm saying, Trap? If you was fucking with me, if you thought if a woman was gonna give me some pussy because I listened to Drake, I don't even want that pussy. Ooh. Bitch, you lame.
You got it.
Now you know them Club Paradise niggas is going crazy off of that, because that's their whole thing is, man, y'all niggas acting like Drake ain't this, ain't that. What are y'all playing when y'all get around the teens? What are y'all playing when y'all get around the vibes, man? We bumping this Drake, man. Y'all nigga, man, we getting some play off of this Drake. Never understood it. But that's part of their identity. They're so ingrained because they want to be that nigga. Damn near want to be with that nigga so bad that he is their somehow calling card to getting attention from women. You know what I'm saying? Who these women are, I don't know, but he does have a fan base of women. You know what I'm saying? That was his early fan base for the first, dare I say, shit, probably 6 years. Like he had dudes that listened to him, especially internet dudes, but women carried Drake. So Far Gone, when you looked at those early shows, when that nigga came to Atlanta and shut shit down out here, the crowd was primarily women, black women at that. But that crowd has definitely been greatly disjointed over the years. Not to say that they don't exist or that they're not showing up, because there's somebody always going to take it to the extreme. But it's definitely been fractured. It's more niggas. It's more fuck niggas, to be honest, that are on the Drake wave today than back in the days.
Keep that
pussy over there.
Keep that pussy over there, girl.
If that got you in the mood, if that was your vibe, we are not the same type of vibe, bro. That's not to say the men don't got some dope ass records.
Because I do remember there was once upon a time when, you know, the girl that you talking to, the girl that you just met, if you met her in college or if you met her in passing, in social events and stuff like that, that she might have wanted to hear some Drake. You know what I mean? There was definitely a time period. I'm not in the business of lying. You feel me? 2011 up to 2015, 16, he definitely had that shit on lock where, especially in Atlanta, I can only speak from my vantage point. You know, if they was hood, if they was like super hood, they was gonna be bumping fucking Migos. They was gonna be bumping goddamn Pee Wee Longway. They was gonna be bumping old school rich kid vibes. They was still on that type shit. But if you found like a straight edge type chick who just liked to be in the mix a little bit, she wanted to hear Drake during that time period. We gonna be honest. But those days have passed.
Yeah, it's just
I'm
seems
saying
like
No
as
Kid
if
was a hit. I
yeah.
don't know why niggas is mad. You got No Kid. That's
Who's
not
calling my
vibey
phone?
enough for you. You're not vibing to that. You know, grab your No Kid, whatever. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
He just
Listen,
said became cool. He lost his cool, man. Lost
but
the sauce, man.
but why he's not missing. He's very present. He's present. That's what I'm saying. They can be like, baby girl. Hey, bro, what are you talking? Go play. You know why you don't want to play it? Because you just realized the whole time that shit is corny.
Went behind the curtain.
It's corny. And it's cool to admit it. You could be like, man, he made me realize it's corny. Or if it's not corny, nigga, go jam the songs. I don't get the problem. What the fuck is the problem?
They don't like feeling funny because at one point Drake was so widely accepted by everybody. He was like, there was once upon a time where you would get shitted on for criticizing Drake. Kind of like today. But it was like he was the popular vote once upon a time. Where it was like 10 niggas in the room. If 3 didn't like Drake, the other 7 niggas would be like, bro, what's wrong with you? How you ain't fucking with this? The nigga rap, the nigga sing, nigga do this, do that. The girls like him. You know what I mean? And now, 10 niggas in a room, it might be split 50-50, or it might be 6 people that say, I ain't fucking with Drake. Now it might be leaning the other way. And now the niggas that do fuck with him, they feel kind of funny having to be under the suspicion of like, oh, you one of them niggas. So now they're mad because it's like, fuck, it's not cool to attach myself to this guy. That's the part that's going on. It's not just that he ain't cool. It's the fact that attaching yourself to him is now seen as uncool by more people. So now they're mad and they're like, man, it's not supposed to be this way. This man put in 15 years being the top nigga. He did this. He helped this person. He got on songs with these niggas. He did all of this. How could y'all possibly feel like that? And the public is saying, it is what it is. It is what it is. And they don't know how to handle it because they're still stuck on what they've been doing for the past 10, 15 years, where he was the soundtrack to that same ass shit, and they haven't evolved or moved on. So they want to still feel comfortable being with that nigga. And now it's like side eye, whispers. And they're like, it's not supposed to be like this. That's what it is.
Baby girl.
Right.
Let me see a twirl. The homies in the group chat was trying to convince me that's a smash hit record. I'm like, well, jamming, what's the problem?
And I still say, if you think that fucking hook sound like Kendrick, you're a fucking idiot. Especially if you're a Kendrick fan saying some stupid shit like that. I ain't never heard Kendrick in his fucking life sound like no damn baby girl. Let me see you do your dance. Let me do your twirl, nigga. You need to get that shit cleared out your fucking ear, your brain. can't believe I seen niggas saying that stupid shit.
It's like y'all keep trying to convince all of us who know like this nigga is on some bullshit to be like, it's cool. And it's like, no. Shout out to my niggas because they was sending me, gee, this right here is going to be the biggest song of the summer. Which summer?
Yeah.
You'll get in the DeLorean, cuz, and go back to 2014 summer or something. Nigga, that shit ain't finna be the coolest song. But again, it goes back to niggas not really believing in the culture. Niggas really never thought the culture was cool. That's why you could emulate it and niggas would give all the credit. Like Jimmy low-key shitted on Dot to try to prove a point to a nigga. Like, nigga, these niggas, the West Side Pop Rules, the Cedars, nigga, they all showed you, like, why would you shit on they home? Like, bro, for what? Kendrick didn't provide the vibes. No, he did not make Nokia, bro. No, he did not make Hotline Bling, fool.
Right.
That's not what niggas do. Go get the last Madonna album.
But,
that's the vibes.
And but for what I got, what he was saying though was the he understood to the fact that, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick music. Nah, but he did say they probably is playing it in the West, but they're not playing it in the West. He did say that though. But
he said, over here, nigga.
Yeah.
And that's why niggas be thinking niggas don't like the West, bro. That's why, because it be like, bro, come on, bro. It was the number one song for like 37 weeks, bro. Like, what did we, come on, man. Shit. Can't be the number one song with the hottest record on the West.
Right. Salute to Glasses Malone for speaking the fucking truth. That last point is very poignant. You can't have the number one song for 37 weeks just on the West Coast. Just like I said yesterday. But niggas want to play dumb. Niggas know all the numbers. Niggas know who's number one. Niggas know who's number 38, who's number 92, any other time. But when it comes to Kendrick, it's like, oh, he ain't never had no hits. He ain't never did this. He ain't never gave us this. He ain't never gave us this. But then when you actually go through the catalog and you see how many records the nigga done had that have been culturally relevant, hit records, big shit, then niggas start getting mush mouth and looking crazy. And you could take all the niggas that have been wishy-washy and you could take all they hits and put them all together and they ain't did what Kendrick done. Quietly. That's the part that's super funny. I ain't never seen nobody drop 48 to 50 records in the span of a year and people act like they disappeared. I'm still trying to process that one. That shit is like mind-boggling. Let me know how a nigga could drop 50 records and be invisible. If that's the case, what does that tell you? Them bitches was trash. They wasn't worth the time. That nigga been out here workshopping in real time, trying to get people, trying to see what they like. And ain't nothing stuck. The closest thing to a stick he had was Nokia. And you think if he did a versus with somebody, he'd play Nokia? That would be one of his joints that he plays? Honestly, even as a Drake fan, I'm gonna ask the Drake fans, right? Objectively. Because that's his last hit. That's his last number 2 record. If you were tasked, I'll ask you this. If you were tasked with coming up with a versus playlist for anybody, Kendrick or otherwise, would you be eager to play Nokia next to any other respected rapper? Be honest with yourself. Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like and share. I will see y'all on the next one, man. Peace. Don't forget to answer that question, nigga. Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic in the drama, be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5-6 bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built. I had